Listen, there is a kind of quiet in certain people. It is not empty. It is full of something that hums beneath the surface. A small, steady insistence that life means more than survival. If you are hearing this, you may feel that hum already. It arrives as a tug, a question, a persistent hope that there is a path meant for you. The world names those people in many ways. Chosen, called, strange, misunderstood. Whatever the label, the truth remains simple. You carry gifts that were not handed to you by chance. They were carved into you by experience, by pain, by the strange shaping of your heart. Before we unpack the gifts, breathe once. Let the idea sink in that gifts are not trophies. They are tools. They are not here to make you admired. They are here to make you useful, to make you steady, to open doors that have been hidden. These tools, when learned and used, create not only personal comfort but a kind of wealth that ripples, money included, but also influence, peace, and a legacy that survives you. The first gift is vision. Not the kind that sketches a wish list. Vision is a quiet seeing. It is the ability to picture a future that does not yet exist and to keep that picture alive while the world insists it is foolish. Vision is small daily acts that follow a long dream. It is noticing patterns where others see noise. It is the impulse that makes someone build when everyone else says wait. Vision asks you to hold an image of what could be and to move toward it with patience, not panic. Vision must be protected. People will call it fantasy, envy, or arrogance. Even your own fear will try to shrink it. So guard it by feeding it with small proof. Make one tiny promise to yourself and keep it. Plan one step you can finish this week. Vision grows when you demonstrate to yourself that imagination and action can meet. That is how futures are born. The second gift is discipline. Discipline is not a harsh word when you know what it serves. Discipline is the steady rhythm under the music. It is the commitment to show up again and again when novelty has faded and when hunger has dulled the thrill. Discipline looks like the person who keeps learning after the applause stops. It looks like the person who saves when the temptation is loud, who practices when the practice is boring, who chooses long-term gain over short-term comfort. Think of discipline as loyalty to your future self. You do not owe tomorrow chaos because today was easy. Small, consistent acts compound. A single hour practiced daily, a small portion saved monthly. A tiny habit changed will, over years, become the kind of advantage that looks like luck to strangers. That is the magic of discipline. It turns scattered talent into a craftsman. It turns bold ideas into systems that earn. The third gift is influence. Influence is often misunderstood. Some think it is about numbers. How many followers you have, how many people know your name. But true influence is not measured in size. It is measured in depth. Influence is the subtle way your words linger in someone's mind. It is the calm assurance others feel when you enter the room. It is how your choices ripple into lives you may never meet. The chosen ones carry influence even before they recognize it. As a child, maybe your words shaped your friends. As an adult, maybe your silence carries weight in a conversation. Influence is not about forcing outcomes. It is about alignment. When who you are, what you believe, and how you act all point in the same direction, people cannot help but be moved by it. They may resist your ideas in public but repeat them in private. They may not thank you for your guidance, yet quietly follow the path you cleared. With influence comes responsibility, because people will follow your example, even when you are not trying to lead. Your mistakes echo. Your choices spread. That is why chosen ones must anchor their influence in integrity. If your motives are selfish, your influence becomes manipulation. But if your motives are service, your influence becomes transformation. The fourth gift is persistence. Persistence is the heartbeat of destiny. Anyone can be excited at the beginning. Anyone can post goals, start projects, or declare dreams. But persistence is proven not in the start. It is proven in the middle. When nothing shines, when results are slow, and when life feels like an endless test. Persistence does not mean never feeling tired. It means refusing to stay down when tiredness arrives. It is the habit of standing again after every fall. It is understanding that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. The chosen one knows. Every obstacle is a disguised lesson. Every delay is a teacher. Every rejection is redirection. Think of the inventors, the writers, the visionaries who lived before us. Most of their breakthroughs came after countless setbacks. Edison, who tested thousands of ways that did not work. Rowling, who saw doors slammed in her face before her stories opened doors for the whole world. Their gift was not perfection. It was persistence. They stayed when others walked away. And here is the truth. Persistence, when practiced long enough, eventually becomes momentum. The more you keep showing up, the more the world has to notice. You become the last one standing, and the last one standing usually wins. The fifth gift is wisdom. Knowledge is everywhere now. A few clicks and you can find facts, strategies, instructions for almost anything. But wisdom is rare. Knowledge fills the mind. Wisdom shapes the life. Knowledge tells you what can be done. Wisdom whispers what should be done. Chosen ones are often set apart not because they know more, but because they discern more. They can sense the difference between noise and signal. They know that just because something is profitable does not mean it is purposeful. Just because something is urgent does not mean it is important. Wisdom grows in quiet places. It matures through listening, through patience, through observing patterns that others ignore. It often arrives dressed as intuition or disguised inside pain. A heartbreak may carry a lesson that no book could teach you. A financial mistake may hand you the very insight that secures your future. When wisdom and wealth meet, abundance becomes sustainable. Anyone can stumble into money, but without wisdom it leaks away. Lottery winners prove this truth. They gain millions overnight, but often lose it all within years because wealth without wisdom collapses. Warren Buffett, often called the Oracle of Omaha, did not chase trends. He waited. He studied. He allowed patience to ripen into reward. That is wisdom. Knowing not only when to act, but also when to wait. For the chosen one, wisdom is the compass that keeps every other gift from being wasted. The sixth gift is creativity. Do not make the mistake of thinking creativity belongs only to artists or musicians. Creativity is simply the ability to see differently. It is the courage to imagine alternatives, to combine what others keep separate, to ask the question, what if, when everyone else accepts what is? Creativity is what turns limitation into innovation. When resources are scarce, creativity finds new paths. When rules are rigid, creativity discovers loopholes or invents better systems. When problems seem impossible, creativity reframes the question until a solution appears. Look at history. Steve Jobs did not invent the computer, but he imagined how it could look, feel, and serve people differently. Oprah Winfrey did not invent interviews, but she reshaped them with compassion and vulnerability, turning a format into an empire. Elon Musk did not invent cars, but he dared to reimagine them without gas, and now entire industries chase the vision he set. The Chosen One's creativity is not about being eccentric. It is about daring to see possibilities where others see walls. This gift, when paired with discipline and persistence, becomes unstoppable. Creativity births new businesses, new art, new ways of living, and wealth often flows to the one bold enough to bring the new into existence. The seventh gift is intuition. Some people dismiss it as a feeling, a hunch, something too soft to guide real decisions. But chosen ones know better. Intuition is not random. It is the quiet wisdom of the subconscious, piecing together signals you don't even notice. It is the whisper that says, not this deal, not this person, not this time. It is the nudge that says, step forward, say yes, take the chance. Every major decision does not come with perfect data. Sometimes the numbers look good, the plan sounds right, the opportunity is praised by everyone around you, and yet something in your spirit says wait. Ignore that inner compass, and regret often follows. Listen to it, and you are spared from traps that logic alone could not see. Richard Branson, who built the Virgin Empire, often speaks about relying on his gut instincts. Oprah Winfrey has said her greatest mistakes came from ignoring her inner voice. Intuition is not anti-reason. It is reason's partner. Where knowledge stops, intuition steps in. And when you honor it, you move with a confidence that others can't explain. The eighth gift is service. This may seem backwards in a world that teaches us to chase for ourselves first, but here lies one of the deepest secrets of wealth. Money always follows value, and value is created through service. When you solve a problem for others, you are paid. When you ease someone's pain, you are trusted. When you provide something that makes life better, easier, or more meaningful, you become necessary. And when you become necessary, you cannot help but prosper. Service is not about servitude. It is not about losing yourself. It is about aligning your gifts with the needs of others. Think of Blake Mycoskie, who founded Tom's Shoes. His model was simple. For every pair sold, another pair was given to a child in need. That service made his company both profitable and unforgettable. Chosen ones often feel the pull to help others even when it seems inconvenient. Do not silence that pull. That instinct is not weakness. It is a magnet. The more people you serve, the more doors open for you. Service is wealth disguised as compassion. The ninth gift is resilience. Life is not gentle with the chosen ones. The very fact that you are called means you will face resistance. There will be storms that shake you, losses that cut you, failures that tempt you to give up. But resilience is the hidden armor. It is the quiet strength to stand again, to rise again, to begin again. Resilience is not the absence of pain. It is the refusal to be defined by it. J.K. Rowling was nearly homeless when she wrote the first Harry Potter manuscript. Thomas Edison saw failure not as defeat but as discovery. 10,000 ways that didn't work. Each fall became a step closer to success. Resilience transforms scars into wisdom, disappointments into fuel. When you practice it long enough, setbacks stop being threats and start becoming training. And wealth, true wealth, always finds the resilient, because resilience keeps you in the game long enough for opportunities to mature. And now, the reflection. 9 gifts: vision, discipline, influence, persistence, wisdom, creativity, intuition, service, and resilience. You may already recognize some in yourself. You may doubt others, but they are there. Hidden gifts do not announce themselves loudly. They wait. They wait for your attention, your belief, your decision to bring them into the light. The truth is, you already have what it takes. You are not missing pieces. You are carrying tools that need sharpening, muscles that need exercising. Every challenge you faced was not just an obstacle. It was a forge, shaping these very gifts inside you. So pause and ask yourself, which gift have I been ignoring? Which one have I buried under fear or distraction? Which one is quietly asking me to rise? Because wealth is not only found in numbers, in salaries, in possessions. Wealth is found in the courage to use what you have been given. The world does not need another copy. It needs your originality, your discipline, your resilience, your service. And if you honor these gifts, wealth, in every sense of the word, will find you. Not just money, but respect, peace, opportunities, and a legacy that will outlive your years. Remember this: chosen ones are not chosen for comfort. They are chosen for contribution. You are called to light paths, to build bridges, to turn your hidden gifts into living proof that greatness can be humble, generous, and enduring. So, guard your vision. Walk in discipline. Use your influence with integrity. Persist when others quit. Lean on wisdom. Nurture creativity. Trust your intuition. Serve with love. And rise with resilience. These 9 gifts are not theories. They are living forces within you, waiting for your command. Step into them, and the wealth you attract will not just enrich your life, it will bless generations after you. So take a breath. Look back at your own life. Every hardship, every closed door, every season of waiting. They were not punishments. They were chisels, shaping the stone of your character, carving out room for these gifts to take form. The chosen are refined, not ruined by their struggles. Perhaps you felt overlooked. Perhaps you wondered why others rise faster while your journey feels slower. But slow growth builds deep roots. And deep roots are the reason great trees survive the storm, while shallow ones fall. You are not behind. You are being prepared. The world you are stepping into is hungry. Hungry for leaders who see beyond themselves, for creators who dare to imagine differently, for resilient souls who refuse to bow to despair. You are that answer. You are not here by accident. Let me remind you, true wealth is never only about what you keep. It is about what flows through you. Influence, service, wisdom. These are currencies stronger than gold because they leave a mark on hearts and histories. The bank account matters, yes. But what will they remember when you are gone? Not the number in your wallet, but the impact of your presence, the legacy of your gifts. So, as you carry these 9 gifts, I challenge you to begin small, but begin now. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for perfection. Pick one gift, exercise it this week, and watch how life begins to open in response. Because life always responds to courage.